Now, if tooting on a recorder or bashing, I'm not sure it should be bashing on a xylophone, but if tapping on the xylophone is the most you got up to music lessons at school, you may be slightly envious of today's students.
Yes, it's going to be playtime all week in classrooms across the country as the music industry jazzes up the way the subject's taught. Breakfast, Sarah Campbell's at Redlands High School in Bristol. Are you going to be playing anything, Sarah, I wonder?
Certainly not as talented as these girls behind me, the string quartet. They've been entertaining us beautifully, which at this time in the morning is quite a feat. There are 2,000 schools across the country that have signed up to take part in National Music Week. That's about 1.3 million students. What are they going to do and what's the point of it? Let me bring in Matt Phillips here, who's from the British recording industry. What's the Music Week all about? What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, during this week, we hope to bring music education straight to schools. It's an initiative that's been brought by the recording industry and with the government to improve kids' listening skills.
This school is obviously very musical. I mean, these girls are going to be busking in the playground during the week. Is the issue that a lot of schools, music is some way down the agenda, and this is trying to really boost it, even if for just 1 week?
That's precisely right. I mean, Redbourne School's particularly lucky in that it's got a very strong music part of their curriculum, but unfortunately that can't be said for everywhere in the country, so we hope the National Music Week will bring it straight into the schools. The best part of it is today is the launch of the first ever Schools Top 10, and a key part of it is we're going to have lesson plans that the kids are going to have in schools, and all the kids will get the chance to go into shops and use tokens like these to go and exchange for their favourite single.
Well, thank you very much, Matt. If you just look over there, one of the artists who's taking part in the school's top 10 is Lil Chris. He's the one in the baseball cap, the only boy. We're at a girls' school. He's currently number 6 in the charts with his very successful single at the moment. We're going to have a chat with him in a sec, but first of all, let's have a look at him in action. And here he is. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for getting up so early. Why have you got involved with National Music Week? What do you think is important for you about music?
I don't know, I've been involved with music from a very young age, so I think it means a lot to me, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
One of the things that the pupils are going to learn throughout the week is putting together a song and how the music industry works. How does it work? You're on the inside now.
Yeah. I don't know, it's really complicated. It involves a lot of computers and stuff. That's about it.
It's good, but it's a pretty fun industry to be in, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, well, good luck with the single. You're hoping that yours is going to be number 1, presumably. Yeah. I know some of the girls over there have already told me they're going to be going out and getting it, so really? I think you're in.
Brilliant.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, listen, that's National Music Week. It's going on all week this week. As I say, 1.3 million students have signed up, so there should be the sound of string quartets across the country, and I think that's very appropriate that we should finish with them. Back to you.
Very soothing indeed. Thank you very much, Sarah, all of you. Thank you.
From Little Chris to Big Chris, because coming up later in the programme... Now, if tooting on a recorder or tapping on a xylophone is the most you got up to in music lessons at school. Did you ever tap on a xylophone? I never got the chance. Really? Well, you might be a bit envious of today's students.
And I tutored on a recorder, but it's all going high-tech now. It's going to be playtime all week in classrooms across the country as the music industry jazzes up the way the subject is being taught. Breakfast, Sarah Campbell is at Redland High School in Bristol. And you're soothing us this morning, or rather these young girls are, Sarah.
They're serenading us. I like a bit of the Psycho theme tune at this time in the morning, don't you? This is the quartet doing a fine job. National Music Week, there's 2,000 schools across the country that have signed up, so that's about 1.3 million students who'll be basically putting music to the top of the curriculum this week. I can just bring in Matt Phillips, who's from the recording industry, and ask just really briefly, what's National Music Week all about?
Well, National Music Week is a campaign that's been launched by the recording industry with support from government, and it's all about improving music education in schools.
And you've given out lesson plans, and you're also giving out tokens, because one of the things is to try and get the kids to be thinking about music, to be thinking about lyrics, and also to actively support particular hot young things on the British pop scene.
Well, that's it. I mean, today marks the launch of the first ever Schools Top 10, and there are going to be 10 acts that are all competing for the first ever Schools Top 10 #1 spot. So it's going to be a great way for the kids to get involved and really champion the music they love.
Excellent, Matt. Thank you very much. If you just look over here, there's some very excited schoolgirls. Can you just see, we've got Betty Kirst there, who's the one not in uniform, and little Chris, who's really one of the hottest young talents in the charts at the moment. He's currently number 6 in the charts, and let's just have a look at him in action. Here they are. I've managed to take you away from the girls. Very excited that you're here. Your single is out at the moment. We just saw a clip of it there. How easy has it been for you to sort of get involved with the music industry, and how exciting is it?
Not very easy at all, actually. It's really, really difficult. A lot of early mornings and late nights, but yeah, it's good fun though.
It's excellent. And Betty, you're bringing out a single in a couple of weeks, and you're both part of this school's top 10. You're going to be performing here actually a little bit later on, this morning. Just tell me about the school's top 10. What's that all about?
Well, basically, it's an initiative brought in where, for 1 week, schools are taught about the music industry from more of a musician's perspective, because usually, like, music classes is all about the technical aspects of it, whereas the Music Week brings in both, and it's kind of the artist gets to speak about how they come about writing, and so people get a bit more of a personal kind of feeling.
And you two are both very much involved in it. And I mean, just finding it's such a high-tech industry these days. I mean, I know you started on Download. That's been a real success for you in terms of myspace.com and all these things. And you as well. It's such a high-tech industry. There's lots of remixing on computers. They're going to be learning about that as well.
Yep.
Which is all very, very exciting.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a man of few words. Well, I'm going to hand back now. As I say, lots of students across the country are going to be making music this week. Most of all, the students here at Redlands High School. So I think it's over to Natalie to play us out. Take it away, girls.
Very nice stuff.
It was more soothing than the psycho music.
Yes, yes, it was rather. Yes.
Couldn't quite hear that initially.
From music to humour, we're talking about jokes a little later on here.
Yeah, you know, someone complimented me on my driving the other day.
Really?
Yep, they left a little note on my windscreen saying parking fine. I thought that was quite nice.
Just like that. It's all in the delivery, of course.
Yeah, and of course